welcome to my vlog. Today I wanted to show you how is it to work as a producer from home, which is not really my case. I mean, I work full-time for a fashion house based in London, but sometimes I get to work from home, as today, on this beautiful day. And yeah, I just wanted to show you what's my kind of workflow and how this kind of day maybe is different to those days in the office. I think I usually take these days as, opportunity for like slow morning and, probably do some housework because I feel like that's the one thing I never have time for when I work from the office, or like I have to find that time. But it's obviously much easier to do it when you're working from home because, I probably have an like extra half hour when I work from home, or in summer, which is not now. In summer I also go for a run in the morning or do a little stretch, little yoga exercise. So I think this is the main benefit of working from home, that I just have a little bit more time to do, like, I don't know, some other activities than work. And I feel that also, like, it's kind of like calmer for me, because usually when I wake up I feel like, oh my god, stressed, like I have to go to work. Somehow, like, it's still more stressful than when I'm working from home. So when I'm working from home, well, I'm not saying it's not stressful. Obviously, if the work is stressful, I'm gonna be stressed anywhere, no matter if it's, if I'm working from home or if I'm working from the office. But I do generally feel like calmer when I work from home, because you obviously just don't have to have so many interactions. Also, oh my god, I forgot, I was like, well, it saves me 30 minutes because I don't have to, commute to work. But at the same time, I am in my, like, home outfit. I don't put any makeup on. I'm just in my weekend mode in the sense of how I look. So, actually saves me way more time because, I don't have to, like, wash my hair. I don't have to, think about my outfit. I can also, to be fair, have breakfast while I'm working. So actually it saves me way more time now when I'm thinking about it. But yeah, if you're interested in more content about, working in production, working in fashion industry, living in London, or, anything that has to do with like arts, culture, fashion, hit subscribe. And also, if you have any questions, please comment down below and I'm happy to answer anything. Because I do feel like before I started working in production, like I had an idea what production is, but I actually didn't have a full idea. And I feel like you can do production of anything pretty much, but the fashion one, working for a fashion house, I particularly work for a department where we purely focus on fashion shows. We focus on lookbooks and campaigns, like these are like the core things, and it's so exciting, and it's really like kind of a dream come true job for me. But at the same time, I think it's always good to know like what everyone else is doing in their day-to-day job, and I'm genuinely very interested how, other productions can look like. Yeah, this is my first job out of uni, or like I had kind of like a 1 year in between second and third year, but that was in ecom, in a completely like different sphere. So this is way more intense. I'm just like really really interested to know also what other people do. So I thought it'd be interesting way to show you my world. And yeah, feel free to ask questions. And now I have to start working because it's almost 9:30. So I'm gonna open my laptop. Hello, it's almost lunch break. I think I'm gonna go down to heat up some food. But first, I wanted to tell you what's my agenda today, what's my to-do list. And today I'm doing some research about locations and kind of like trying to find out all the details and the costs and availability. And someone is calling me. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah, so sorting locations. I'm gonna be optioning some models. I'll be updating calendars, and I think I will be also just like responding to any other emails, and also like receiving invoices and putting them in a budget tracker and forwarding them to accounts. So I think that's kind of like most of it for today. I'll be doing a little bit of post-production, but just like really minor things. And yeah, I'm actually super excited. Like, I feel like I really enjoy being involved in casting, and I also really enjoy being involved in location scouting. I think mostly because I'm also a photographer, so I kind of like enjoy, uh, you know, uh, like imagining how the shoot would like with different locations. I think I kind of like try to also incorporate like art direction in the sense of like how the different shots would look like with like different backgrounds and behind. And yeah, I think I was always fascinated by like different locations, and also for casting it's the same thing. I'm just really interested in like different faces and how that's gonna influence the shoot and all of that. And at the same time I must say that like some, I guess, a bit more boring tasks like sorting invoices, I must say that I find them quite grounding. So like especially because you kind of like you always have this like big build up to a shoot, and it's quite busy and it's stressful, and you often deal with like super like new things and new challenges, which is exciting, and it's it's what makes the job exciting, and it's also how you grow. But I think especially like after the shoot, when you just like are super tired because the shoot days are long, and you just come back to the office and you just kind of like start receiving the invoices, and you're like kind of double checking that the budget was on budget and on track, and you start to feel like like satisfaction that like you budgeted everything well and it's all good, or maybe sometimes it's not, but most of the time it's good, and you just forward these invoices to accounts. It just feels very grounding because it's just like a sort of a repetitive task, but it just sometimes, like, I don't want to be doing it for a whole week, but like especially after the shoot, if I do it like 1 or 2 days, it's quite grounding. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and please do share if you work in production, like what you guys do on a daily basis. And yeah. Yeah, let me also know if you think that this, if you expect that this is production, or what you imagine when someone says production. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some lunch now. So this is my lunch. Doesn't look very yummy, but it's yummy. It's just like some noodles with sauce and hot sauce and tofu and mushrooms and broccoli. Nice. I'm just going out for a walk, a short walk, because it's just such a nice weather. And I also am trying to like break in these shoes. They're like McQueen trainers that I got from San Paseo, and they're just quite hard to break in. I feel like they're a bit big on me, and then like I stuck a lot of like socks in it, and then like an extra insole, and it's just not helping. So I think I just have to start wearing them, but it's like, obviously I'm never gonna wear them to work because that would be too painful. but it's fine to do it just for like a walk on a lunch break. A question could arise if I took my work phone with me, and of course I did. I have it in my pocket. But let me know if there are any producers who never take phones with them on their lunch breaks, or I mean, I'm sure there are producers who also don't take lunch breaks. That's one fact, but yeah, I feel like as a producer you kind of always have to have your work phone on you, and I feel like even in the morning when I wake up, I try to check if there are any messages, or I try to check in the evening as well, or like I'm trying to make sure that I have my sound on in the evening so I don't have to check, but I would hear if someone's messaging me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's normal for a lot of other jobs. Oh my god, I feel like it's nothing better than when it's a nice day and you can just get out for 20 minutes and just walk. And like, I didn't even bring my earplugs, or maybe I brought them, but I'm not gonna use them because sometimes it's just nice to like switch off, or obviously sometimes you get yourself that you actually like start thinking about something, which is also quite nice. Or like if you get like any creative ideas or anything like that. It's not as nice if you start overthinking, but hopefully that's not my case today. I feel like that could happen on a rainy day. Today is a nice sunny day, so yeah, it's just super nice. And I don't live far from a canal and like a small park, so it's also nice when you can see something green. Another thing to mention and kind of reflect on, or I feel like I've been reflecting on this recently, is that the more responsibility you have as a producer, I think the more enjoyable the job is. Because I started as a trainee and like it was super overwhelming when I started, but then like after a while, like you kind of learn everything and you're not really like learning that much new things, or although like you are, because obviously you're like on CC and like you see other people like doing a lot of interesting things, but I feel like I kind of felt that I'm always like on CC but cannot actually learn if I don't do it myself. And I feel now I have, like after 1 year, I have a bit more responsibility, and I feel like I'm loving my job more and more. And I think it's just like natural that it's not about like me having power, but it's more about like my brain being challenged more. And the fact that you're doing always different things and you're learning so much. So well, maybe when I get on the top I'll be just like a stressed out stress ball, but like I really enjoy what I do now at my job, and I'm like hungry for more information and more knowledge. And yeah, so I just maybe wanted to share this for some people who are just starting out, although I'm still very much in the beginning. I literally have like 1 year of experience working in a fashion house, and then previously I did production because like I produced my own magazine, or I did my own production for my shoots, or as I said, I also worked 1 year in e-com. So I do have production experiences, but I must say that like this one is like the most intense one, I guess, or like also for me, I guess, the most interesting, apart from my magazine. Obviously that one is also super interesting, but yeah, like it's just like a much bigger scale and the projects are really big, and like it just feels like really professional, because it is of course very professional, but what I mean maybe is like high level. So yeah, I just wanted to say, like, if you're starting out, just wait, because you do have to learn and you do have to gain people's trust, I think. And like, I'm telling you, I feel like it's gonna get better, or like I feel that the more I progress, the better and more confident I feel, and it's just more enjoyable. Because I know when I started to like take some responsibilities, I think it's much like easier to do production for your own, because you know like what's your like kind of tone of voice, and you know that you're kind of representing yourself or your project. But once you work for, you know, a big company, you're kind of like, I was always nervous to like be perfect and like, yeah, just be perfect. But of course when you're starting, like, you're always going to do some small mistakes or big mistakes as well, and that's how you're gonna learn. But I think for me it was like hard to process, and I was quite like anxious in the beginning of the process. And now like the longer I'm doing it, the more confident and the more enjoyable the whole job is for me. So yeah, that's just a reflection that I thought might be not inspiring, but just like a good thing to share with someone, because I wish someone maybe told me this when I was starting. But whoever is listening to me, guys, let me know like how you felt in your beginnings of your production career, or any other career really, because I'm sure like, you know, we all felt similar at certain points. So I love this like Eastern European style in London. I mean style, architecture. If you ever heard about commie blocks, that's pretty much how they look like back home. Although they don't look like this anymore, because people actually renovated them and painted them in wild colors, so they don't really remind you of that communist era. But yeah, it's quite funny that you can still find it in London, although there was no communism here. Hey, what's up guys? It's 4 o'clock and it's getting really dark outside. Well, not that dark, but it's getting dark. And I'm a bit hungry, so I don't know. I think I might have something. We don't have any fruit really, so I don't know. I don't know what I can have as a snack. Not sure, but I'm gonna have a tea at least. I'm gonna have a tea, and yeah, it's going well. No drama so far, so that's a good thing. And yeah, it's pretty chill, pretty chill. I feel like I could do some yoga today, because I just kind of, I don't really exercise, or I started to play volleyball every Friday. Because I used to play volleyball when I was a kid or like a teenager, and I haven't played it for like 10 years, and I just found a volleyball team and joined, and it's really fun, but I've only been a few times. So that's my one exercise per week, but I also want to do something a bit more stretchy. So maybe I'll do some yoga with Adrienne, because that's like 30 minute session, and it's quite fun and quite fast, because also I don't really enjoy doing long yoga. Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna let you know when I finish work, and then I'm gonna cook some dinner with you maybe, or not, we'll see. Hello, it's 6:30 and I just finished work. I just sent my last email, and yeah, it got actually really busy today. I feel like I didn't stop working, which is also quite nice, because like once you're in the flow, it's quite, you know, it just goes so fast. And then yeah, it's just like, what, it's 6:30. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go cook some dinner. I mean, I have like one portion left over of the noodles that I had, but I don't know if I should eat like the same food for dinner. Maybe I'm gonna keep it for tomorrow lunch, but then I'm also lazy to cook something now. And I wanted to do the yoga. Maybe I could do it now. Not sure. So I found potato salad in my fridge that needs to be eaten, and I hate leftovers, so I'm just gonna eat it, but I don't really have anything that goes with it, so I decided I'm just gonna do like mushrooms on oil. And that's it. Because I don't know, I don't have any like protein, I'm vegetarian, so I don't have any like, I don't know, maybe halloumi or like, I don't know what would go with it. I think halloumi would go with it, but I don't have it. I have mozzarella, I don't think that will go with it. Okay, so in the end, I'm gonna have soup that my flatmate made, lentil soup, and I'm making this saddest portion of mushrooms with onion and garlic, and I'm gonna just add it to the potato salad. Yeah, it's pretty easy, and it's also light, so I can still do yoga after if I want. Hello, so I think that's everything from today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!